University of Mumbai, Mcom Sem 4 Indirect Tax Question Bank Solution. Topic Question related to calculation of place of supply Part 4. Determine the supply or place of supply in following cases with reason. Mr. Mahesh is an architect of Mumbai who gives service for construction of building in Australia. So solution here is as per section 13.4. Place of supply will be Australia, location of immovable property. Now, place of supply as per as section 12 and 13 of IGST Act. The place of supply in relation to the immovable property including work, contract, service is the place where the immovable property is located. In both cases where the location of supplier or the location of receipt is in India or outside India. So here in this question, the location of the construction of a building is Australia. So place of supply will be Australia. Next question. Mr. Ganesh, unregistered person of Gujarat, sent goods through courier to one of his friends in Mumbai. As per section 12.8, the receipt being unregistered person, place of supply will be Gujarat, location where goods are handed over to their transportation. Okay, so here the case is of unregistered person and he is from Gujarat. Okay, and he has sent a good to his friend in Mumbai, but as this a supplier is not registered, as per as section 12.8, the receipt being unregistered person, place of supply will be Gujarat, location where the goods are handled over to their transportation. Next question. Mr. Simran, Miss Simran, resident of Thane, takes a postpaid mobile connection for a company based in Mumbai, from a company based in Mumbai. So as per as section 12.11, place of supply will be Thana, location of billing address of the recipient of service in the record of the supplier of service. However, the place of supply shall be Mumbai in case if the address is not available. Okay, so in postpaid services, mobile connections and all, the recipient, whatever billing address is there, is will be the place of supply. Okay, but if the in case of address is not available, then the uh, whichever company is giving the connection where it is located, that place will be considered. So here the location is place of supply will be Thane as the billing address of the recipient of service in the record of the supplier of services. Okay. Next question. Reliance Company of Mumbai has made a contract with Training Institute in Pune for giving training to their employees. The training was given to employee in Mahabaleshwar. As per section 12.5, in case of business to business supply, where the recipient of service is a registered person, place of supply is the location of such person. Thus, place of supply in given case is Mumbai. However, in case of business to consumer supply, place of supply shall be the place where the service is actually performed. So, if Reliance company is not registered, then the place of supply shall be Mahabaleshwar. Okay, so Reliance Company of Mumbai was made a what contract with Training Institute in Pune for giving training to their employees. The training was given in the employee Mahabaleshwar. Okay, so as per section 12.5, in case of business to business supply where the receipt of service is registered person, place of supply is the location of such person. So here the Reliance Company is Mumbai based, so the supply will be place of supply will be Mumbai. Then Mr. Mahesh of Rajasthan, not having bank account in Bangalore, takes a demand draft from Central Bank of Bangalore for the purpose of education. So as per as section 12.12 case, where the location of the receipt of service is not available in the record of the supplier, the place of supply is the location of the supplier of service. Thus the place of supply is given case is Bangalore. Okay, so Mr. Mahesh of Rajasthan, not having a bank account in the Bangalore, take a demand draft from Central Bank of Bangalore for the purpose of education. So, as per as section 12.12, the location of the recipient of a service is not available in the record of the supplier. The place of supply is the location of supplier of the service. Thus, the place of supply in given case is Bangalore. Next problem, sir. Mr. Girish of Goa an order to Mr. Prashant of Sangli for installation of machinery in Delhi. Mr. Prashant purchased various parts of machine from Bihar and arranged for installation in the machinery in Delhi. Okay, so place of supply where is Delhi. Why? What is the reason for this? As per section 10(1), if the supply involves goods which are installed or assembled at the site, the place of supply is the place of such installation of assembly. Okay, so here if you see, Mr. Girish of Goa placed an order to Mr. Prashant and Sangli for installation of machinery in Delhi. Okay, so so the installation is happening in the Delhi, and that's why the place of supply is Delhi. Next one, innovative planners of Mumbai is hired by Mr. Rakesh, unregistered person in Kerala, to organize wedding function for his son in Dubai. Now this is a case of outside Mumbai, outside India. It's a location where the service is given is Dubai. Okay, so innovative planner of Mumbai hired what? Mr. Rakesh, unregistered person in Kerala. He's an unregistered person, but as it is out of India, the location of supply will be Kerala. So as per as section 12(7), service provided in relation to organizer of event outside India to an unregistered person, the place of supply shall be the location of the recipient. Okay. So Kerala is a place of supply. Next is XYZ of Nasik sells certain good to ABC Limited of Pune. Deliver of good terminated in ABC Limited Mumbai office. Okay, so now termination is happening. That is delivery of good is happening in Mumbai. So place of supply will be Mumbai. Okay, so see answer as per as section 10. In case of supply involving movement of good, the place of supply is the location of a goods at the time when the movement of good terminates from delivery of the receipt. Then in next, Mr. P from Delhi meets an architect Mr. Y from Mumbai at a hotel in Chennai. Mr. Y gave a presentation of his recent interior construction and Mr. P likes his work. Soon after meeting, Mr. P awarded him the contract to furnish his recently purchased raw house in Dubai. Mr. Y furnished his Dubai house. Okay, now we have to find out what's the place of supply. So here as you say the place an architect Mr. Y from Mumbai. Okay, so the architect is from the Mumbai and place is out of India. Okay, so as per section 10(1), in case of supply involving movement of good, the place of supply is the location of a good at the time when the movement of good terminates from delivery of the receipt. So here the Mr. Y is from Mumbai. Okay, so he is going to give his interior construction work to Mr. P, who has to furnish his I'm sorry, Mr. Y, it is given to Mr. P in Dubai. Okay, so the location of Mr. Y is will be taken into consideration. So place of supply is Mumbai. Now next is Mr. Vijay with registered place of business in Nasik and having other fixed establishment at Mumbai. Surat, Indore enters into agreement with Mr. Sunil in Nasik for programming solution for his offices. This service is received in Nasik. Okay, so now see the service is received where? In the Nasik. So place of supply is what? Nasik. Okay, as per section 12(2), place of supply of service made to a registered person is the location of a person receiving the service. Okay, so this is a solution for our second question. Determine the place of supply in the following cases. First case, Mr. Hari of Kolhapur visit a hotel located in Mumbai and stay for 15 days over there. So Mr. Hari is from Kolhapur, but he has taken the hotel in Mumbai. So place of supply is Mumbai. Next case, Mr. Tanmay from Mumbai purchased a ticket for watching a movie in Delhi. So he's watching a movie in Delhi. So place of supply will be Delhi. Then caterer provides service on board in training during Mumbai, Goa, Mangalore, which is not included in fare. So the first location of the train is Mumbai. So place of supply will be Mumbai. Next is Mr. Manoj of Mumbai purchased a Casio watch from a shop in Surat, that is in Gujarat. So here the place of supply will be Gujarat, as the person is from Mumbai but he has purchased that watch in Surat, Gujarat. Okay, so say the place of supply is Gujarat. Next, Mr. Sindhe residing in Jaipur traveled by Indigo flight from Mumbai to Delhi and get travel insurance done in New Delhi. Now here the person is a resident of Jaipur. Okay, so your place of supply will be Jaipur. Okay, so this was the solution for problem number 3. From the following information, determine the place of supply of good as per the provision of GST Act, and also determine the nature of supply, whether interstate or intrastate supply. So here the supplier and his location is given, third party of the buyer, third person is given, location of the buyer, that is third person is given, receipt and his location is given, and place of delivery of good is given over here. So now see, as per as section 10(1)(b), the principal shall be the his place of business of third person. Okay, so here the receipt and his location is given, but it is of we will not consider this. We will be only be looking at the supplier location and the location of the buyer. Okay, so we'll as it is, copy all this column, and then we'll add two more column for the place of supply and types of supply. So now see, supplier is Mr. Ram from Mumbai and the location of the buyer is Mr. Sham from Mumbai. So both belong to Mumbai. So place of supply is also Mumbai, as buyer is located in Mumbai. And this is intrastate supply because they belong to the same state. Then Mr. Ram from Mumbai and the location of the buyer is Mr. Hari from Ahmedabad. Here it is a intrastate supply and the location will be Ahmedabad. So place of supply will be Ahmedabad. Then the Mr. Ram from Mumbai and the buyer is from Indore. So this is also the case of intrastate supply, and the location place of the supply is Indore. Then Mr. Ram is from Mumbai and Mr. Brahma from Baroda. The location of the buyer is Baroda. So place of supply will be Baroda. Then this is also the type of intrastate supply. Then Mr. Ram is from Mumbai and the location of the buyer is Mr. Jagannath Gandhinagar. So the place of supply will be Gandhinagar. Okay, and this is also the intrastate supply. So this was the solution of the four problems which is related to the place of supply. Please prefer subscribing and click on notification bell icon. Thank you.